opening statement?
Yeah, I thought our team was just outstanding today. We've had a great week of practice. It's the first time since July we've had all 13 players that either haven't been hurt or not eligible because of, Ashley coming in late. But our team just went to work this week. This is one of the best teams in the league. Our goal was to keep them under 3 threes a half, and that's exactly, they only had 6 because they usually make 11 or 12. I thought our defense really sparked our offense, and then the kids just played great, shared the basketball, and 17 assists is really good, and 15 turnovers. We had a positive assist to turnover ratio, but players make plays, and these 2 guys really stepped up for us today. And Jordan, probably not our best offense tonight, but 15 rebounds, that's not bad. Take that every night. And then Zane, probably our best game by far. 5 for 7 from 3. Just outstanding game for her. 2 assists, 1 turnover. That's outstanding. So players make plays. These 2 guys really did a great job.
And it was there in that second quarter where, as a team, you came through with 6 made 3-pointers. Desiree made the first 2. Then Zane, I think you had back-to-back threes. Then Amara had one also. Just talk about how that second quarter, how you guys created that gap and were able to pull ahead by 18 and a half.
Well, I think Desiree's a big spark plug for us. Her hitting that 3 got back-to-back, and we found her. And then Zane hits 1, we found her again, and that's something that we really try to preach is when somebody's hot, let's keep giving them the ball. And Zane was hot all game. She even made a tough challenge, too, there late on the baseline that most guys can't make, and she made it. So she was pretty good today.
And Zane, walk me through that second quarter where you're able to jump on them and really pull ahead behind those 3-point buckets.
Well, really, it was just Amara finding me on the wing. Like, she told me she was going to keep looking for me, so I just, when she passed it to me, just made sure I made the shot so she could get some assists.
And what's it like for the team when you're able to see the team get going? Jordan, I know Desiree was in the game, so you're on the bench, but what's it like from the bench's perspective when you're seeing those people on the court able to just pull ahead and put together a really good run?
It's like Coach said, it's good to see our team together for once. I see it in practice every day. It's nothing new. It's kind of new for you guys, but I see how hard Des works in practice. There's a whole bunch of people on our team that we basically have a lot of threats on our team, so it's not surprising to see Des and come out and have a great game like this. We just got to keep grinding. Our team has a lot of weapons, and by the end of the year, you'll see all of them.
And we saw almost all of them tonight. The team had 11 scores, finished with points here today. What did you think about the complete team effort?
Well, that's what it is, and when Jordan scores, it's not her shot, it's our shot, and we're really trying to preach that philosophy. For a coach to have 9 players score in the first half, all 13 played in the first half, that's big time. And we've needed those guys throughout the year until everybody's gotten healthy, and I think they're playing with more confidence. Getting Sarah back has been really big for us. She's a really talented freshman, and you can see Ashley Lopez's talent, and Traylon Tyler's had huge games. And we, like Zane said, we've got a lot of weapons, but just putting it all together, that's what the non-conference was for. Did we want to be 5-8? Absolutely not. But I think it's made us a better team, and I think you're going to see this team continue to play well in the conference.
And your team is coming off, you snapped that 5-game losing streak. There were some close games during that span. What did you think about the way your team came out and ended that, and how much did you talk to your team about that at all?
Well, I think that we got better in each of those games in California, and it was Kansas State. You're playing a Power 5 team. We jump out, 22-8, and down 1 1/2, played outstanding against Power 5 schools. So we've gotten better, and that's why Vince Volpe makes us play this hard schedule, is to get better. But no, our schedule's really challenged us. But I think you're going to continue to see in these next 8 weeks how good this team is going to really be.
Coach, opening up the season, or WAC season, with a win, talk about the momentum it can lead into possibly winning more games.
Well, this team we played today is a really good team, and they averaged about 80 points a game. We held them 68. We broke a conference record today for us. We scored 87 points. That's the most points ever scored by UTRGV in a conference game. Jonah told me that. So for us to be able to score that many and then really hold them in check, it's going to give us a lot of confidence.
having all.
When we watched them on film, they never missed, did they?
No.
They just, and they're so fast and very well coached. And but our defense is great today.
Having all 13 players on the court today, there's been injuries and people out. Talk about that huge difference in the game.
Well, you can be John Wooden if you don't have players. You're never going to be a very good coach. So the more players we get back, the better we're going to be. And we've got our full team now, so we got no excuses. We've got enough talent to do a lot of damage, and we've got to, like Jordan said, we got to keep grinding every day to get better. And by the end of the year, we want to be playing our best basketball. But having players back that we really need, it's nice. It's fun.
George.
Coach, during California Baptist started making their deep runs and nearly cut your double-digit lead into single-digit leads. During those breaks, what did you tell your team? Just coming out of those breaks and reigniting your team to go on those big runs.
Well, what happened was we told them in the locker room at halftime they're going to make a run. They're a great team, and they did. And for us to handle that adversity and answer their run, in fact, build on our lead that we had at halftime. Actually, it was only one, but it was still, they cut it all the way down to 10. We got it back up to 19. And so we answered a lot of questions about ourselves today as well, to answer those runs, handle adversity, and continue to grind, and we did that.
Jordan, being out for a little bit, talk about coming back on the court and how you felt today.
Right. It was kind of tough coming back after a couple of games being missed, but I rely on my teammates to help me get through it and my coaching staff to help me get through it. And having such a great environment and people around me, it helps me to get back even better than I was before. So I'm just happy I have good people around me.